guys, today we're going to start our brand new project, and it is a printmaking project. I'm pretty excited about it because we've never tried it before at our school, so we're going to see how it goes. We have been talking about kaleidoscopes and how they have radial symmetry in the round, and we're going to try to do that with our printmaking. So in our process, we're going to be using these linoleum blocks, and it's just a certain kind of material that you can carve into the surface. It's like you're making a big stamp, and then once you carve your picture, you can flip it over or put your paper on top, rub it in like you're making a stamp, and then your picture will be there. Okay? The first thing we need to do is get a picture ready for our artwork. So I'm going to use my art journal today, and I'm going to lay my linoleum block on top of my next page in my art journal, and I just want to trace it to start out with so I know the size of the block, and that's what this is called. It's your block. People also have used wood for this process, so they would have a big wooden block and they use tools to carve into it. But we are going to use linoleum. Alright, now that I have my square, which is the shape that we're using, we have been talking about how to show symmetry in the round, and we talked about it with our notes, how symmetry is when something is the same on both sides. We even did it in a circle and we gave it many lines of symmetry. Now we're going to make symmetry out of this. What I want you to start out doing is to draw with a ruler from corner to corner of your square, okay? So I have my ruler here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to line it up. It's okay if you use this corner to this corner or this one to this one. It's up to you, but I'm going to line it up on my corners so that the ruler is touching this corner and the ruler is touching this corner, and I'm going to draw a long line of symmetry. And we've practiced this before, okay? This doesn't mean that this line has to be in your drawing. This is just like a guideline for us. So now we know this is our line of symmetry. Whatever we draw on this half needs to be the same on this half. Okay? That's what symmetry means. And we also need to go ahead and think about where the middle of our picture is going to be, because what we're actually doing is making a plate that we can print and rotate it and print it and rotate it again and rotate it one more time to make a whole symmetrical picture. Okay? So let's say I'm going to decide over here that this is the center of my art. So when we talked about the pieces of the pie and I started drawing from the center, I started drawing things in this slice of the pie, and then I would go all the way around. Again, this is the center of your artwork. So pick a side, pick a corner. It's either going to be this corner up here or this corner down here. It has to be one where the line of symmetry intersects. Once I have that, I'm now going to draw my picture. I want to make sure this side is the same as that side. And I need to draw so that my lines, they're not so itty bitty, right? I want to try to space them apart, because I can tell you we are going to carve out these lines. And if you're carving out something that is super small, then you are going to have a hard time on that step. Whatever I'm putting on this side, I am putting in this side too, because that's my line of symmetry. What if I just want to do this? If I just want to do one big curve between the two? That would be okay as well, because I'm still complementing this curve and mirroring it over here. So you can continue a line from side to side. Do some big circle shapes. So I might do a circle and a circle. Again, whatever I do on one side, same over here. What you put in one slice of the pie, you must put in the other. Okay? And then I might draw some radiating lines. The key being, whatever I do on this side, I do on that side. Okay? I think I want to add a few more details, and then we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I like my print so far. Again, if I covered it up, everything I have is the same on each side, so that is perfect. That is going to be the first step of this process. Alright, I already have my drawing drawn out in my sketchbook. What I'm going to do now is transfer this drawing to my block. In order to do that, I need to turn the page over. And I am going to color all behind my picture. So I usually like to turn my pencil on the side, and I can color and really get it dark. Alright, I have everything behind my picture covered and colored in. I might have to pick it up and just look and see if everything behind what I've drawn has been colored in. Now the next step is I'm going to put my block under my paper, and I really want to line it up so that the edge is the edge. So what you might want to do, you're going to have to feel it, okay? You're going to have to see, is that edge lining up? And you can even fold it. So I see my edge is off a little bit. I'm going to scoop my block up. Still off a little bit more, because it needs to be right on that line. We measured it before when we drew the picture. Alright, now that it's on my line, remember I do not need to draw this line of symmetry. But every other line I have drawn so far, I'm going to trace. And I'm going to trace them down pretty hard. So go over all of your lines, and we're just tracing over them so they make an impression with the graphite on the back of our paper to transfer our picture. Okay, I have all my lines traced. I did not go over my line of symmetry. Again, that was just a guideline for me to know where it was. If you do happen to trace over it, it's okay. You could either choose not to cut it, or if you cut it, it's just going to give your picture some more lines in your picture as well. And I do not have to trace the outside, because that was just to give me the idea of where my block is. So now if I turn the page, my picture has magically shown up, because when I traced through all of that, I made the impression into the graphite, and it traced and it completed it onto my block. So that is the next step of the process. That completes part 2.